I'm a wonderful host, Iribami, and I have with me today Corex and Chief of Lagos. Chief is back again, brought to you
Fourth or
specially
fifth time now, I think. Fourth time or something.
based on popular demand.
Popular demand for what I hear.
Thank you.
Based on popular demand, Chief is back. Thank you so much. Today, we want to look at the topic purpose beyond the spotlight. As you know, we live in a world that is obsessed with numbers, followers, likes, applause. Everywhere we look, the measure of what seems to be times to visibility. But there's one question that's also have in my mind: that what happens when the spotlight fades? When the likes slow down, when you don't have likes anymore, when you don't have applause anymore, if you're a celebrity or like a social media influencer and fame isn't just enough anymore, what happens? So today we want to step into a conversation that goes deeper than popularity, because popularity is temporary. Purpose is eternal. Fame
Mm.
can fill a room, but purpose fills the heart. It's from God. It's recognition that can elevate your name, but
Mm.
purpose can elevate your soul. That's where I feel like it. So this episode is not just about chasing clouds. It's about chasing significance over success. It's about authenticity over approval and meaning over metrics. You ask questions like, why do many people who make it still feel empty inside? How can you discover your purpose beyond public approval, beyond social media approval? And what are daily choices that can help you live for legacy, not just for likes? So I want to introduce my guest to you guys. Korede is a social media influencer, a skit maker, a creative, like he likes to call himself, an actor.
Yeah, I like to call myself an actor. Wow.
He
No,
said he likes
I
to
said
call
you like to
himself.
call yourself a
We
creative.
don't call you that. It's just you.
No, you like
I'm going to say I like to call myself an
no,
actor.
not an actor, a
Okay. Okay,
creative.
creative.
If Deji
Okay, okay.
had your way, you will go back to school and do engineering.
Oh God,
Oh yeah. I
I'm so
call
sorry. Oh.
myself a
I'm
creative.
so sorry.
It's
It's
So
okay.
banter, it's banter. It's joke.
yeah, Chief is based on popular demand. Everybody knows Chief of Lagos at this point. I don't need to introduce Chief of Lagos again because is well known in this space and this community. So thank you so much for coming. I know you guys are very busy self people. So yeah. So I want to just set the tone because the topic is purpose beyond the spotlight. I wanted you to just like what comes to your mind when you hear the phrase purpose beyond the spotlight? What comes to your mind? Korede?
Um, well, for me, the word purpose first. When I think about purpose, I think about reason, the reason to be, why something exists, why something is here. So, in line with the theme for today's conversation, purpose beyond the spotlight. What comes to my mind is okay. What is the reason for your fame? What is the reason for you being popular? What is that
Mm.
thing that is deeply rooted within you that you know you want to do, or that you know that this is something I want to lend my voice to, that's just beyond the identity that the general public has placed on me. So that is one thing that comes to my mind. What is my own reason? What is my raison d'être, like the French would say? What's my reason to be beyond what everybody says? Oh, this is who you are. So that's what comes to my mind, Sha.
Thank you, Chief. And
Lovely. I think
yeah,
that was a beautiful opener. And I'm in agreement in terms of reason to be, right? The only question that think or the only dimension that maybe it's part of your questions that you might ask later, maybe something we might go, right? Is whether for me, if purpose is something that comes from within, or if it's something society places on you, if it's something you learn, if it's something you achieve, you get from external sources. That's one thing I'm struggling with, because when we look at the whole um ethos behind purpose, like it's just like it depends on what you believe in. Do you believe in the soul? Do you believe in God? And is God or this soul or this internal, spirit,
Mm,
what drives you, and is it until you find something that you were that spirit was sent on, that soul was sent on, or that God wanted, or if it's God that you believe in, or that God wanted you to do, is
mm,
that when you'll be in alignment with your purpose? Or is it something that, is it something that, based on how you grew up, based on the environment you were in, based on your friends, based on your life experience, is something you
mm.
then acquire? That's one thing. In terms of giving purpose a clear definition, that's one thing where I'm struggling. But just to segue to that's how we can think about that. I'll let you guys talk about what I just said. But just to segue away from that slightly, I think why this topic is very, very personal for me is because, like, throughout my life, I've struggled with that concept of, okay, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to be? Like, I feel like I was a good student. I was someone that likes to do the right thing. And in
Mm.
life, there's actually no right thing. There's really like what you want to do. So recently, I've been struggling, especially because I've been doing content, and if you know, I've been gaming because I thought that was the most popular thing. But I recently came to like a belief that actually I'm not really enjoying this. I'm getting older. I can't really fool like this normal, like these young streamers. I can't I'm not It's not that I can't do it, but I'm not really enjoying,
Mm-hmm.
doing it, right? So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like I want to do something that maybe might not get the necessary amount of views, but it's something
Appeals
like I
meaning to
enjoy, or something that more appeals more to me. And that's where I'm in kind of that crossroad right now. Like, I still love gaming, but do I
yeah.
love it to the extent I want to make daily content of it, especially when I come from a country that has more deeper issues and things like that? So it's
Mm.
it's something I'm struggling with lately. So I'm glad that we approached this topic. The only other thing, one more thing I want to add, sorry, I'm going over a bit, but is the concept of ikigai. I don't know if you're aware of the Japanese concept of ikigai.
Yeah,
um
yeah.
eh, yeah, so it's about finding something you're good at and aligning it with what you like, and then
In the
aligning it
world,
with what people want. Yes,
yeah.
it's a really like interesting, like, there are like four
Concept.
parameters of what to consider, what you're good at, because some people can be good at something. Some people might like something but not be good at it, right?
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
like football but be O2. You get you can like music but you don't know how to sing, that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
it's about having what you're good at, what you like, and then what people would pay you for. So
Mhm.
that's another thing. That's another dimension that we might want to consider. But let me know what you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
think on those points.
So I
Thank you. I wanted to actually because
sorry.
I wanted to actually delve into that because the next take I wanted to get was about recognition. Because I feel like you said like maybe you are too old for the gaming streaming thing. Is it like you feel like okay the recognition that you felt like you can get now you're not getting it because you are older or you have started streaming a bit younger and you should have gotten that recognition like in this very moment. So it's like instead of just delving into purpose, like where was that moment where you realized that recognition wasn't everything? Because I feel like most people that engage in this online space feel like okay, they want to be recognized, whether it's for good or for bad. They don't care about the purpose of going into something deeper. Correlated is a creative. You, yeah, you have a work or a business beyond streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, Correlated has something it does. Correlated cooks is a chef also. So beyond being creative, so if that online thing doesn't work out,
Mm.
how do you feel? So you know, so the
Yeah,
question
I
the
think
question I was the question
okay.
I want to ask now is was there a moment in your life where you realized that okay, recognition is not everything in this life. I just feel like I just need to make an impact for myself and feel like okay, something I can do that can be able to be impactful, not just for myself but for generations that are coming behind me, instead of just being recognized online for the most bizarre things that people can do nowadays.
I want to answer that question, but I think Corey wanted to say something.
Oh yeah,
Before
sorry,
before you,
correct.
so I
I
think
wanted
let's
to say
address that and
something
then we can.
Edge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about purpose and asking if it was something that you came with or something that you find as a result of your environment and all of that. I believe purpose is, or let me start from here. I believe that everything that we
Mm,
need as humans has been deposited in us as we came.
Mm.
Everything that we need is within us. We create from within us. And when it comes to
mm,
this purpose of a thing, most people always feel like, oh, purpose is one thing. It's this one thing that when you find, it is just it. No, and I don't believe that. I don't believe it's just one
yeah,
thing that you chase. I feel
It
like,
can't just be one thing. Humans are
yeah, it can't just
multidimensional.
be
I
one
agree.
thing. It can't just be one thing.
Yeah.
As humans,
Yeah.
we like to categorize things so we can understand it. We like to put things
Yes,
into
yes,
compartments so we
yes.
can understand it. That's
We have to
why
simplify things. Yes.
yes, we like to simplify things. But when it comes to this
Yes.
issue of purpose, I feel for me, purpose is that thing that is within you, and when you eventually connect with it in reality, you would know that I find myself come alive when I'm doing this thing. I find myself really, I feel valuable when I do this thing. For example, there are times when I've taken or I've done certain jobs or occupations, and they were paying me money. They were paying me money for it, and I'm like, okay, this is good, but I didn't feel like I was needed. I didn't feel like I was using my full capacity. I didn't feel like I was challenged in a way that I liked. Do you understand? So I felt out of
yeah,
sorts, out of alignment with that. So I knew
Mm.
that no, this thing is just like a cash grab for me. But there are some things I get to do, and I'm like, oh my god, even if I wasn't being paid, I would love to do this. I would really stay here.
yeah,
One thing that has led me to down my own path, this the career of creativity. I love that. And also to speak to what you were talking about like the streaming thing, that you felt like, oh, you're too old for this, or you don't really enjoy it. I totally get it. I totally get it, because there are sometimes you're like, oh, I want to try things out. You are in a space, and there are other people who are more passionate about this thing, and it's like, yo, they can die there, and you're like, well, I can't die
I
here.
am not.
Like,
You get like I'm not gonna die for this.
I'm not gonna die for
Yeah.
this. That's because it's not something that you feel viscerally within you. You're like,
Exactly.
this
Exactly.
come rain, come shine, this can go. But there are other things that you're like, no, this thing I need to make a statement here. I want to be
yeah,
good at this certain thing. So I feel when you feel that, you start. It's like a north
I
star to
agree.
what you're driven towards, what your purpose is. My own opinion, Sha.
I
yeah,
agree. But I love what you just said. But you cannot scientifically prove the fact that there's something inside you that drives you towards that North Star. The only thing you
Oh,
can scientifically explain is that
mm-hmm,
is that your learned experience,
mm-hmm,
over time, over
mm-hmm,
your entire life, then
yeah,
mm-hmm.
connects. Do you get then connects? Like check most singers, they had like a musical background. Either they were in the choir or something. Like check. Usually people get influenced by what they've lived through, right?
mm,
I,
So
I don't agree.
that's the only
Go
part
on,
where
go
I'm
on, but
struggling
go
with,
on.
like with some because I'm and don't get me wrong, like I love religion and I love spirituality and I love all these things, right? But
Mm-hmm,
the problem with all these things is that I always think of the person that doesn't believe in any spirituality. How are they going
mm-hmm,
to relate to this message? The person that
mm-hmm.
is purely scientific, how do you explain this concept to them? So I'm playing devil's advocate here, to be clear,
yeah, I
right?
understand.
So, what do you guys think about that? Like, how do you then explain that thing that is inside you, or do you think my explanation is is sufficient in terms of maybe it's learned experience?
Yeah, I feel for me, I feel like I think each one according to his own, because if you don't have that what do you call it, the north star inside of you that can, you know, ginger you to be able to like acknowledge that this is my purpose, this is what I want to do. I think the substitute for that should just be hard work. I feel the substitute for it should be hard work. You know, like we say also, although you cannot just also blindly, but I know that yes, you know that yes, you are grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding, at least with constant effort, constant what do you call it, constant putting in the hours, putting in like okay. I don't get fulfillment in my work, but I have to go to work every day from 9 to 5.
Yeah.
If I don't go, I won't get paid at the end of the month. You understand?
Yeah.
So I have to go, even if it's not my purpose. At least at some point, the work I should wait to do, should wait to earn me a promotion to move to the next level. That yes, okay, I'm not just at the bottom level anymore. I can move and move and move to senior level. Then we'll keep with that. Okay, I think I'm done. I just want to retire. I just want to quit job. I've gathered enough money. I could start up something. Right now, I just feel like, especially in, and I'm sorry to say that I don't want to be controversial. As in Africa, I just feel like it's just like a generic mindset. Like, okay, go to school, work, start family, take care of your family, take care of your
That's an
family.
example of a given purpose. That's an example of a
That's what
purpose
I'm
that
saying. Like,
that,
most people,
that
most people
society
don't.
places on you.
That's
But
what I'm
a lot
saying.
of people either choose
Most
to
people don't
accept
innovate
it.
or yeah.
A lot
Most
of people
don't
accept it
innovate.
or not. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's the norm already. Most people don't innovate or think to do something by themselves, except maybe those that don't, want to be under a controlled environment where someone tells you when to come to work, someone tells you when to leave the work.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? These people are not wrong for being that.
No,
Hey.
I'm not saying they are wrong. I'm not saying they are wrong. It is bittersweet because we all experience it. That's why I'm laughing.
Okay, we are
Yeah, it is
relating.
bittersweet because we are all in that kind of environment that someone tells you when to leave, someone tells you there's something you need to do to wait to get this thing done. Someone tells you the clients you need to talk to. So it's like it's like somebody is not controlling what you are doing. So for you to be able to break out of that and get something for yourself, okay, let me just for you to be able to break out of that system and get something for yourself, I think it takes, I don't want to say something deeper than you for you to figure it out. Most people don't figure it out even in a lifetime. Some people figure it out, and good for you. You understand? That's why I think there's a quote that says the richest place is the graveyard where many dreams go to die, many unanswered questions. So people that could have been great did not actually find out what makes them to be that great. You understand? So they just live a normal life and want to live an extraordinary life where we can make impact with people around us. We can make impact that, okay, people in my generation can say, there's this guy called Irebami that lived, and oh my God, it changed the direction, it changed the trajectory of everybody that came after him. You understand what I'm saying?
So to your
Already.
question, Chief, yeah. So, yeah, I totally get where you're coming from. I don't know. Calling you Iribami doesn't slap on my mouth.
Call me Diggy Div.
Diggity, because I call him Diggity, man. He doesn't slap on my mouth. Okay, I get where you're coming
I
from.
need more context for
And
that
I
digitive.
agree
I
with
need
that.
more context.
Sorry, what did you say?
I said I need more context for that digitive. How the name
I
Okay,
was
don't know.
formed.
He just gave me a nickname.
his name is Deji. His name is
Mm-hmm.
Deji. So for me, Deji sounded very, very ordinary. I'm like, hey, I prefer Diggity. Diggity. It sounds cooler for
From
me.
where
So that's
to
what I'm
where?
just calling it.
From where to where?
I
Fair
don't know.
enough.
I don't
I
know.
like I like that.
It just came. So now
I
this
like that. I like
to,
that.
to your point. Look at how this works. See how this works. To your point
Mm-hmm.
now, how did Diggity come to me? It came from something within. It was this is
Some people
how
would argue. It's an
wait
accumulation of everything you know that
wait, wait,
just
wait,
randomly
wait. So
comes
so
together.
so 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 when it comes to the issue of purpose, yeah, I believe that purpose is not something that can be found for you by other people, not by your environment, not by external factors. I believe it's something that you find from
Yeah.
within yourself. You might be put
Yeah.
on a trajectory towards something because your parents are musically inclined or your environment is
Yeah.
technologically inclined, you were born in this certain climate and
Yeah.
everything. Yes, this might
Yeah.
influence where you start out, but it always
Yeah.
gets to a
Yeah.
point in everybody's life where you feel like, and I believe this strongly, where you feel like,
Mm.
well, I've been doing this, I enjoy this, I'm good at this, but there's something that is pulling me, something that is calling me. There's always that something that is within us as human beings that even science might not be fully able to express. Now, science
Yes.
says, oh, it's a chemical.
Science does not have an explanation for consciousness yet. Sorry for
Yeah,
interrupting.
you
Science
get, you
does
get.
not know. Science does not. Science does not understand consciousness, where it comes from. Till now.
Yes. So these are some of the parameters in which you use to base or you place a purpose on, because it's not something that you can actually say, oh, this is the science of finding your purpose. No, it's something
Yeah.
that pulls you. There's a pull. There's
Mm.
always that pull.
Uh,
How do you
it's
know? How
difficult
do you know as
because
a kid?
ha-
Sorry.
some people
How do you know
never
as
get
a
this
kid?
pull though.
Sorry.
So what do they do? Some people never get this pull. Some people never feel like this for anything. So what do they do?
You see, some people never get the pull. They never get the pull towards
Yes.
something. Well,
Yes.
you're absolutely right, because one of my brothers, I always have a conversation with him that what do you like? What are you passionate about? What are you passionate about?
Nothing.
And he's always
Some
like,
people are like
well, nothing. I just want to do things. I just want to do things. But now my own explanation to that is that it's in you doing the things that you sort of find something for yourself. Do you understand?
You
I
cooked,
really
you
believe
cooked, you
that.
cooked, you cooked, you cooked, you cooked, you cooked.
No,
You
for
cooked,
real,
you cooked, you cooked.
because I feel
Wow.
if you are waiting to feel that pull, some people have it, like some people they are blessed with the opportunity of getting that pull. I for one, I was someone
Yeah.
like that. From a tender age. I knew that, oh, I loved acting, I loved creativity, anything art, I loved it. I was pulled to it. Like you said, some people never get it, and they just do different things, and it's while they are doing different things, they're like, oh, it's like I really like this thing, oh, it's like I really like that thing, but you still have to,
Yeah.
pardon my French, you need to fuck around to find out. Do you
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah. I think you
So
hit the nail
that's
on the head, man.
Powerful.
I think you hit the nail on the head. I actually I didn't let me not say I didn't consider that, but I didn't think of it when I was thinking about it. Like, yeah, actually, especially when you go to the concept of ikigai, back to the concept of ikigai, what you are good at. The only way you know what you are good at is by trying.
yeah,
So if you
yeah,
don't try,
yeah.
you might never know. And even when you go back to your love of acting, I'm sure there was a point of time where you got exposed to what acting is, what creativity is,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And maybe you thought to yourself, maybe I can do that, right?
Yeah.
And then you even did it, and then you found out that, oh wow, not only can I do it, maybe I might be good at it if I keep trying, you know. So I think it then built upon itself. So I think you hit the nail on the head there in terms of it's an internal thing in a sense that yes, you have to have some certain characteristics inbuilt that were given to you from the creator for you to draw towards something, but then you will never really know if you never try at the end of the day what you are drawn to. So I think you hit the nail on the head there. Like it's a combination of who you are internally
yeah.
and then you going after things. Yeah.
I recently met someone, and I was having a conversation with this man, and he was talking about how he was so passionate about scents and smells. I'm like, what? It's like, I just like, see, I go crazy about smells, about scent. And I couldn't comprehend it, that why would someone love that? Why would someone be pulled to that? It's weird. I saw someone else who, oh, the person was like, oh, do you know about water hyacinths? Do you know about water, the sea? And I'm like, why do I care about that? I'm not pulled to it. I don't know why. I don't know what their love is from or where it's coming from. But it's coming from something deeply rooted
Where
within
was
them.
this person from? I have some questions, Corey.
Yeah.
Where was this person from?
I
The person that
don't
was
know
pulled
per
to
se.
sense.
I don't
But
know. I don't know
do you
per se.
think that person is comfortable in life? Or that
Comfortable
person was
in life.
comfortable?
Yeah, I think so.
Because this is now another wrinkle I have to add, and it's unfortunate. But based on where we come from and based on the state of the world, sometimes poverty no dey allow person get purpose. Survival no dey allow person get purpose. So that's another thing I want, because
Which what I said earlier, that you cannot be hooked in onto that thing of, okay, going to having a job, going
make
to
I
that
just
work, 9 to
survive.
5.
Make I just survive. You know, and a lot of people are stuck in survival. That's why when you come abroad, you see these people abroad. A lot of weird
Creative.
tastes and like interest, and you're like, which time person like this skydiving, for example? How many Nigerian people you say,
Who
oh,
goes skydive?
I want to skydive,
I
or
was
I
there,
want to
I want to tell you a
deep
story
dive
for
into
that
the ocean.
skydiving.
And I want to go down into the ocean, 80 meters into the ocean, and just
Skydiving,
nothing,
oh god.
nothing but my connection to oxygen,
Oh god.
I think that's one thing you cannot really remove from the argument, and a lot of arguments, even romance, you have to bring
Maybe
in.
because I think it's because of his exposure. Like you said, it's skydiving now. I think a friend of mine said we should go and do it. I said it's not me and you. That I just carry myself.
It's not just exposure, my guy. You don't too suffer. You
That
don't
I'm
too
saying, a black
suffer.
man,
It's
I
not
carry
the exposure.
myself. I carry myself. Go and jump.
Nah, suffer, bro. Like,
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something that I feel like is profound for this conversation. Thank you, Chief of Lagos, for taking us off this on this tangent. From this conversation, I'm getting to understand that. See, in order for you to find purpose, you have to first switch from survival. You must switch from that mindset of surviving, because see,
He
if
has
you are
to
still in
go.
survival mode, you can never find purpose. You cannot see
Nothing.
people that have found their purpose. They enter the mindset of, see, now die I did. See, if I perish, I perish.
That,
If I perish, I perish. I will do this thing. I will either go. I will go hard or go home. That's the mindset you have to
I
see.
don't care if I like it, oh. If
Do you
I don't like
understand?
it, oh.
Do you understand? But
But you know the
Yes,
funniest
now.
part. But you know the funniest part. You know the funniest part. Like, the funniest part we say, when you now become good at it, that thing might now become a purpose. Like that thing, when you do something long enough, even though it started originally as survival,
Yeah.
somewhere down the line, once you become good at it, once you become known for it, once you see people are impacted, your brain, something in your brain can just trick. But you know the thing, at the end of the day, once you have become all those things, most of the time you would have already switched from survival. Once you become good at something, you would have switched from survival. Once you become known for something, you would have switched for survival. So maybe your point still stands. Maybe you have to switch.
So you're saying when you get comfortable, that's financially comfortable, socially doing this thing that you started off trying to just survive off, you switch from
Yes.
survival. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Like once you so because we're saying that, right, purpose can be gotten through many ways. One of the ways you get purpose, right, is being good at something. Like when people
Yeah.
become good at something, automatically sometimes, even if they didn't start out not liking it, or once they become good at something, they become sometimes it becomes their purpose. So the thing about like people that start out for survival. So let me give you another concept, like accounting, for example. I studied accounting and I still love accounting today. But I wanted to be a doctor growing up. When I checked how long it takes to be a doctor, they said 7 years. I said, me in school for 7 years, God forbid bad thing. I said, show me the fastest way I can make money. Accounting, 4 years in university, do my chartered accountant while I'm in university. To God be the glory, I got a job at 1920, and I actualized that dream of making money as soon as possible. But you know the thing, somewhere down the line, I started winning accounting prizes. I started becoming good at it. I started, going for accounting. I got chartered. I got an accounting job. And I started to like it. I started to like it, and then it became a purpose. Do you get? So
Yeah.
That's something we also need to consider, that the way when you get something, but don't get me wrong, at some point along that journey, I switched from not having money to having money. So that has to be considered.
What a counter argument is, what if it is something that like you just did it maybe because you just wanted to try something. For example, you know how Nigeria is. You say you want to collect accounting now. You say you gotta do Yoruba. You say you gotta do education, economics, and ICANN is for everybody now.
Yeah.
So some people now can just, okay, let me just take this thing up. Since I'm not at that time, you just the survivor was to enter school at that time.
Yes.
So the survivor was to gain admission and to
By
leave,
any means necessary. Yes.
yes, and to leave the house so that they'll stop seeing you in their Dubo.
I want us to also understand.
When you call so at that point, if they give
Okay.
you when let's say fisheries and
They
this thing,
excuse me. That's how they'll stop seeing you with Adugo.
I'm doing now.
She knows what he's talking about. He's talking about my experience.
So
Oh, so far no good though.
no, I don't talk about experience, but like it's just like how would I put it? I remember when
This
I went to,
struggle.
I remember when I gained admission to University of Lagos. No, it's true. I remember when I gained admission to University of Lagos, and I already gained the admission already. But the JAM is 2 universities now, right? Abi, you have to have a second
Yeah,
choice.
you put first and second
Yeah.
choice. Yeah.
So I've already gained admission to University of Lagos. They've already accepted me. Now second choice, never set exam, but we don't pay for CTME.
Voila.
So they can't set exam, and I was like, why would I go for this thing? Popsicles don't say we just go. Say we don't pay, we just go. You understand now? I reached there. Exam at 9 a.m. First of all, that exam I wrote it 7 p.m. 7 p.m. And the sleep while I sleep. I don't see people don't say the whole way to come put the place massive. You don't see people that tell their life story. Say, they stayed at home for 5 years. In my mind, I say 5 years. You stay at home for 5 years.
Real people
That this is your
experience
last chance. I said, Jesus Christ. So everyone got the tell me, God say me, I just quiet. I said, hey boy, you don't talk anything. Me, I don't know. I said, I don't know with you. But like at that moment, those people now, at that moment, if they give them anything at that moment, they're ready
They
to
go
take
take
it.
them. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
They go take them.
Take it because at that point, it's like you're backed into the corner that you don't have any choice at that moment. You understand?
Yeah.
Now,
You-
when
okay.
you now finish, if it's a course that is little like something like this, when you now finish, okay, you don't have any choice. But you finish, you now have to create that choice for myself that okay, there's something better than this that I have that I need to tap into. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That
Better for me. Yeah.
yeah, better for me. So being a chartered accountant now is open to everybody because if you do anything, you can just go in the Nigerian Accounting Association. You can just write it, and if you are good technically, you are good. And from there, people can pick it up and okay, do this and do that, and it's like yeah, that's why I say that. That's my point. Like that you could not be for something at the moment, but while doing that thing, you can actually get insight into what you want to do next. Like I said, 9 to 5 is not fun for anybody. But in that
But it
moment,
allows us to give you resources
in
to
that
then
moment, in that moment,
do something
first of
else.
all, the critical thinking skills you could gain, the problem solving skills you could gain, the communication skills you could gain, how to make deals, how to do a lot of things can make you become a very good entrepreneur. That yes, you can start up your own business, drop a business plan, have a business development skill that okay, this is what I need to do, and this is where I need to push this thing to. So people can garner.
We started by establishing the fact that you cannot sit down in one place and you are waiting for purpose to fall on you for everybody. It's not for
It's not gonna
everybody.
happen.
So
like
you having an opportunity open itself up to you and taking that, even if that's not your initial pull, is also you trying something before you can find what you really want. And I don't want us
Yeah.
to miss the point that thinking purpose is one thing. I believe
Yeah.
purpose is also very seasonal. It switches. At
Yes.
different points in your
Yeah.
life, you feel like,
Yeah.
oh, my purpose right now has changed. For example,
Oh, this
from
guy
your
they cook, oh, did you? Where you find out? This guy they cook. He's cooking. He's cooking. He's cooking. He's cooking. He's cooking.
I mean, like sometimes you start out and you're like, for an example, your purpose from secondary school is, oh, let me just enter a good university. Let me enter university. You understand? And then you enter university, your purpose switches again. You're like, oh, I want to do whatever you want to do in school. And then you switch again. When you want to get your job, your purpose changes again. When you become a father, your children sort of become your purpose. That's why you are hustling. That's why you're trying to make the money you're trying to make. You understand? So I believe at different
I'm
stages of
sorry,
our
I don't have okay. Okay. Are you true? Correct.
no, I just want to say I believe at different stages of our lives we find what pulls us, the most important pull at the moment at different stages of our life. So I believe that.
Yeah. So maybe we should stop calling it purpose. Maybe we should call it purposes. Maybe we should call it purposes. Because I want him because that was a brilliant point. This is nothing brilliant point you made.
Yes,
Correct.
I want to actually add to that because
Before you go, did you? I want to add some one thing. The thing about this whole thing, the thing about this whole thing is that you know when you be in trouble, when you achieve your purpose, because then what else? You
Yeah,
guys find another one.
yeah,
You guys find
yeah,
another one. So
yeah,
actually, purpose no they finish.
bro. Yeah,
Purpose is no they finish.
let me share one example. Did you want to say something before I share my example?
So did you want to say something?
yeah,
Did you before you go
I
correct?
always
Did you want to say something?
like backing correct point, like when we're young, they asked you what do you want to become. Everybody, doctor, engineer, or law, like that. Everybody's
Yeah.
this, everybody's anthem with that.
Yeah.
Man. So when you go to school, you say, I'm not good at this aptitude. I'm not good at this thing. So you know,
Reality starts
I
deleting.
remember. Oh God! And I'm forever grateful for my parents because when you say you want to do sciences. Like that's okay. When I went back to school, they just had this extension program that you to know where you are very place you at. I went to the sciences. I just said that yes, and I carried that Ababio, call it Ababio, that chemistry textbook. It big like this. And I carried it. I said no. More.
You know my problem with science.
Not the difference between physical element and chemical element and they cram like mad.
You know my biggest problem with science in Nigeria. Let me tell you, it was not like I simplified the story when I said it was 7 years in school. Yeah, that was a big problem. But you know the biggest problem I had in Nigeria was when I entered the chemistry lab and physics lab of my secondary school and saw the equipment that we were working with. And I'm sorry. Physician cannot come from here.
Yes, sir.
We don't even get chemical liquid for our chemistry lab. I said it's not
Everything
audio chemist.
Audio chemist.
Apologies to all the scientists back home. I'm so sorry, man. You guys went through a lot, and in spite of this, you guys are achieving. But I'm sorry, man. Like I say, accounting. I don't need that. I only calculator I need. I have all my tools, you know.
Oh God. So the audio chemistry.
Nigeria with a struggle. It's not easy.
You know, like that's what I'm saying. Like I didn't even tell my pops or my folks back home that I wanted to switch. I just switched. When they announced my first term results and they were seeing some weird
subjects. They said
my switch.
So you did it behind your back. Look at this guy.
So
I cannot be a failure.
No. And the funny thing is that they I think me and my dad now sat down. They now encouraged me because they now said that okay, you really know how to do sciences. It's good. So I think combine the commercial with the heart to see how you can so like we now picked the subject together and it was fine from then. So yeah, it's like correct said, we can gain the purpose
while doing things, and then it's also seasonal.
Yeah, it's fine.
And it's also seasonal.
That's what we're talking about too. That's still introduction.
They will love these topics. Correct.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Go on.
Don't worry. Maybe I can share the story down the line, but go on with your next.
No, talk.
Say it now. You might not get the chance.
Okay, let's go to the next segment.
So
share the story.
Chief said something about what happens when you eventually now do that thing that you feel like it's your purpose and you achieve it. Like what happens next? My brother, that feeling is so terrible because you go from you are chasing to feel lost. You feel lost. I remember when my biggest purpose was I wanted to be on primetime TV. I wanted to do a show. I wanted to do a show that was on African Magic, that was in all the households we were watching on DSTV. I remember I wanted to do that so bad. And all of a sudden, life happened, God happened, and I got to do that. I played lead on a show, and it ran for 260 episodes. I enjoyed it and everything. I remember coming back home after the show had ended, after we had wrapped on set. And I was asking myself, what now? What now?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I had placed so much of my life and importance on this thing that I failed to see other things that were also important in my life, relationships,
Cook.
Yeah.
hobbies.
Yeah.
But it was this
Yeah.
thing, this thing, this thing. So this is the same thing that happens to athletes when they train
Athletes,
for they train for maybe like the
musicians that lose their
Olympics.
voices. Yeah.
Yes, singers
Yeah,
like
but
that.
I think
But
it
you
mostly happens
understand?
with actors, actually.
Sorry.
Yeah, actors too, actually,
Actors are the
self.
ones that fall most of
Yes,
these things.
Actors
yes.
too, a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, after
very,
finishing,
very,
like,
very much.
if they
I
played
think
one character for a long
have
time.
you watched The Gentleman? I mean, The Gentleman. Is it The Gentleman? Yeah, The Gentleman. This is
Yeah, I've
Matthew.
not seen it yet,
Yes,
but
yes,
yeah,
No,
yes.
this Matthew McConaughey guy. This very good actor
Oh,
like
Matthew
this.
yeah,
McConaughey.
Matthew
Yes,
This
McConaughey.
yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
McConaughey.
the guy said like he had to turn down because he was mainly known for rom-com series, rom-com
Yeah,
like
yeah.
romantic comedies. So he said, "No, I'm not doing this thing again. I want to have a different role because they don't already like tag me as per
As
se
that guy.
that this is what I'm good for." And he said, "Okay, I think there was this movie that came rom-com also. They offered him 10 million. He said like he turned it
Mm.
down. They brought back a bigger offer, 12 million. He said no.
Mm.
They went back 14.5. He said no. They can't talk. Say, okay, maybe he doesn't want it. He said turning down that role like sent a word out in Hollywood that I think is really serious about not taking any more rom-com roles.
Mm.
So the
That's
next project that came,
that's the thing about life. That's the thing
so the next
about
project
life.
that came was the roles he wanted.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now he said, now I've done the roles I wanted. Now what now?
Yeah.
so he said I was going to face my family. I faced my family. What now?
What now?
I want to go to politics. It's politics.
It's unending. It's unending.
There's this idea that I stumbled upon one time when I was doing some research. I don't know if you guys have heard it before. It's called the Infinite Game. The Infinite Game. This
Yeah,
guy,
I've not heard it before. Please, can
I read
you
of it.
speak on
Simon
it?
Sinek, talks about it. So I hope I do
Infinite
justice to
Game.
this.
Okay.
But how I understand it, the
Yeah, it's
Infinite
fine.
Game is
Yeah.
the idea behind the game is so that you play the game so you can keep playing. It's not an absolute game. So most times people play
Yes, now it's
absolute
not.
games with purpose. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
the aim of this game is to score 5 goals. After you score 5 goals,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
next? What next?
You still need
Yeah.
to keep
The idea
playing.
of
You
Infinite
still need to
Game
keep.
is-
Let me
Yeah.
give you a good
it's
example. Correct.
take it to the next
No,
level, to the
I
next
think
level,
I've
to the next
heard
level.
someone talk about it. Let me give you a good example. Going to the
Please
gym.
do.
When you start going to the gym, you feel like
Mm.
I want to lose weight or I want to gain muscles. And then a lot of people after they gain the muscles, they now realize, oh, I still need to keep going to the gym.
Like bro.
I still need to go into the gym. And then I actually watched a Simon Sinek interview where he said, actually, victory, like winning, is the act of continuing. It's not the
Yes.
act of achieving.
Yes.
So, for example, in a relationship, a healthy relationship is a relationship that exists.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So
Yes.
if
yes.
you are in
yes.
a relationship and it's still going on, that is a good relationship. As long as it's still going on. If you are anything you are doing, as long as you are still doing it, even though you're not at the best at it, because you know what will happen if you are still doing it, you have a chance at improvement.
Improving. Yes.
So
yes.
Wow.
yes, you have a chance at improving. So
Yeah.
he said in life, the goal should not be to achieve something. The goal should be to continue it.
Oh. See.
So
Bro,
yeah,
this-
you
so-
have
so-
no.
so-
That point comes from you. That is the
See,
infinite game I
No,
think you're talking
when
about.
you put it was beautiful and sunset. I was reading this. I was reading this book again. Atomic Habits by
Yes.
James Clear. Yeah, and
That's
he
a
was
very,
talking
very
about
popular book, yeah.
the difference between purchase goals and having systems. And it's like,
Yeah.
see, when you have a goal, you want to achieve something, but system is you becoming the kind of person that can achieve that thing.
That does
And when you
this.
become
Yes.
the kind of person, that's what more, because you can achieve more than that goal because you are now that
Yes.
person. For example, the
In fact, the
example,
sky is the limit.
yes, the gym
The
example
sky
you
is the
just
limit.
gave.
Yeah.
Once you start
Yeah.
going to the gym, you become the kind of person who has the habit of going to the gym. So even when your body
Exactly.
is good, like, oh my god, you can't stop because
Yeah.
you become that person
Hey,
already.
the flex, correct. The
You
flex was
understand?
unnecessary.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do
You
that,
had
but
to-
yeah.
You had to show off. You had to show. Oh,
God.
my girl might be watching now. Relax.
Worry yourself.
Oh god.
You can go
Yeah.
on.
But yeah, take it away.
Yeah, I think so far so good. And that was the introduction. So I think we're good for now. I wanted to move into what I titled the law of recognition.
Yeah.
Because we want to discuss why people crave attention, why they crave likes, why they crave validation,
Mm,
why social media has amplified this
Yeah.
pressure
Yeah.
just to be seen. I
mm,
can't remember. I think the only time I used to go on Instagram now is just to post it's just to post the snippets of this podcast. I
mm,
think I made a conscious decision not to go, not to be tied down to most of social media because I just feel like you just waste ample time there, and if you're not doing anything tangible, it's just
mm,
time wasting. Honestly, I
Yeah.
want and want to also explore the emotional highs and lows of chasing applause. You know,
mm,
do you
mm,
think that, like, for Chorus, I want to ask that question. Do you think that fame always comes with fulfillment for you that is quite famous?
mm,
Do you feel that do, do you think that as you're famous now, are you fulfilled? Or is there
mm.
something still burning inside of you that, okay, I need, or is like I feel empty, but I'm famous? Because I think I was watching Dave Chappelle's one of his monologue yesterday, and he said something. He said being famous now is like it's like this D-Day Burgundy War in US, that you are smiling, oh, but inside,
I saw that
come on,
Chappelle joke.
everybody is trying to look for one controversy or the other
Mm,
to lobby against you. So
mm,
like
But
it's
you
like
still have to keep smiling.
that
But you
was I
still
saying, but
have
you
to
have
keep
to keep smiling,
smiling.
yes, but you have to keep smiling. You cannot get annoyed because
Yeah.
you are famous, you are this Shafel.
You can't react the same
I have
way a
money.
human
I
being
have money
reacts.
now. I'm not like you used to say. I'm not
Yeah.
a poor man again. I have money now, so I can't be.
mm.
Chappelle is
So
funny,
it's
man.
it's like I wanted to know, like, from why do you think people, especially the young ones of nowadays, why do they crave that attention so much? Why they crave that, like, a validation so much from social media that there's peer pressure to be seen. You see somebody that is just 17 say wants to buy Lamborghini or something. I don't understand. Like,
So,
there's
so,
the pressure.
mm.
Ah,
So let me say this. Let me say this. Let me start by saying this. First of all, the innate part of I don't know how this thing was put before. It's called is it the hierarchy of needs or Maslow's law or Maslow's hierarchy of
Maslow's
needs?
hierarchy of needs, yeah.
Yes. One of the most one core need for human beings is the need for connection. The need for
mm,
connection, and we can say that a way you can get connection is when you are seen, when people see you, when people know that you exist. Do you understand?
mm,
People want to feel like, oh, I am seen, I am acknowledged that I exist. And one thing that social media has done is that it has turned that into a sort of commodity. Visibility is now a commodity that you don't even if you don't feel loved at home, you can find it in this social media reality, this virtual reality. There is love online. You understand? Even if it's Fox, most times. For example, when you said a 17-year-old buying a Lamborghini or a 16-year-old buying an iPhone 17, they don't need it. They really don't need it. It's about, what would this thing say about me? What would it bring to me? Who would it attract to me? How does it make me seem? Do you
Yeah.
understand? So
yeah.
in my own opinion, people first of all, people just want to be seen. They want to be seen because it validates their own existence, first of all. And social media has given access to that, a lot of access to that. And now it's
Mm.
now the game of, oh, who can have more people see me? I have more people seeing me, I have more people loving me than you. You understand? It becomes that battle and competition for love.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And it's all here. It's all in the head. It's all in the head.
Yeah.
So my friend used to say this. One of my friend who is also very popular. He says, I won't lie. There are times when I wish I could just walk into a room and nobody sees me. I bet nobody recognizes me.
Yeah.
But I would also be lying to myself if I'm saying that I don't enjoy the fact that when I enter a place, people
Yeah.
don't see me. Because
Yeah.
there's a feeling when you walk into a place and nobody even it's like you don't exist.
Mm.
It's like
There's
you
a
can
quote.
come out from
There's a quote already. Is that if you think being somebody's hard, try being a nobody.
bro. See, for example, you come out from a place and God forbid a vehicle jams you, and nobody can even say, "Oh,
Yeah.
someone important went."
Yeah.
It's like you are a snake that just crawled on sand, and nobody can. No, there's no
Yeah.
footprint. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So nobody
Mm.
wants that. But in the pursuit of that, especially
Yeah.
for famous people, we end up making we end up building golden cages for ourselves.
Yeah.
We build this golden cage where you have now trapped yourself in this world of, oh, I'm famous now and I'm scared to be.
Yeah.
I'm scared to exist.
Yeah.
I'm scared to really live my life because
Yeah.
now I am a commodity.
Yes.
Just to say.
Oof.
And
Oof.
that's one thing that bro, I was talking to someone recently, and I told the person that I don't like. I really find the media very offensive. Why? Because once you are a celebrity, and I'm always saying celebrity with air quotes because the word
Yeah.
irks me. Like it irks me. Once you are a celebrity, you don't, everything you say, everything you do, you go out, it's like, oh, we want, give us something. No, I'm a human being, I want to exist. No, you are not
Yeah.
a human being, please.
Yeah.
Pictures, statement,
Yeah.
statement. Your clothes, your dressing, the things you eat, it becomes something. It
Yeah.
has its perks. It does have its perks, but it also has a lot of disadvantages that
And
tell.
maybe because people don't want to see those people as being controversial. Because I remember there was something you posted. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Like I think I was checking my stories and I saw your story that you're addressing an issue because you had a take on something. And your people, your comment section were like giving it to you, saying, "No, they don't start with my guy." So you now went to address it on your story, and I said, it have started. So when I said, it have started. Oh, they don't controversy my guy. Oh.
They're
Like
canceling
I
my guy.
understand. Like you know, like the scare. Being scared of being dragged is what causes most of these things because you are like
Not,
you said,
not
you're a
just
human
being
being
dragged,
too.
real consequences like losing your connection to sponsorships,
No,
brand
I
deals,
understand. No, I want to even go without. I want to go with the bare minimum first of all,
or
because
even jobs in
no,
future for some of these actors.
I want to go with the. I want to go with the bare minimum. Chief,
Okay.
like
Just being
you are a
dragged, yeah.
human being. You have feelings. You
Yeah.
have emotions. You make mistakes. You have blood running through your veins.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you cannot make a mistake.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. So, I used to look at people. I don't like commenting on people's. So this person cannot make a mistake. Abi, is God
Yeah.
that he cannot make a mistake
Yeah,
because
that's another
we in ourselves in
brilliant
our life.
point. Yeah, that's
Yes,
another
and we
brilliant.
in ourselves in our life, we're not perfect. That's why I don't berate anybody because I know that yes, we are human beings. We could make stupid mistakes that many people will feel like if it's me, I'll do like this. Have you been in that shoe?
Yeah.
Like just people said, if you have it all, I have nobody to call, then you will know what I went through. When you have all the money and you cannot call anybody, that time that it was that you went to jail and everything, and you have nobody to call, nobody can sit you down because nobody wants to be sincere with you. Then you understand what I went through. So it was saying.
I don't know if you've seen that. I said there's one quote that Jim Carrey says. He says, "I pray for you that may you get everything you ever dreamed for you to get to the point where you realize that it's nothing." Like I was like, what's wrong with this guy? He said,
that quote kills me, man. That quote kills
Yes,
me.
now.
He said, "I pray everyone could get everything they ever wish for."
And do you know
Maybe
the funniest
then
part
they
of
would
this?
understand that it's not right.
Do you know the funniest part of this thing, Chief and Correct?
Yeah.
Everything boils down from God himself. Because even the wealthiest man that ever lived in this life, King Solomon, said it all in the end. Vanity on vanity, all
Vanity upon vanity, yeah.
with all
This vanity.
gold,
you know the thing with us is that one person say vanity on vanity, say make a chop am first.
Make me chop am first.
Chop am first. You where I never see 20 million for account before.
You know why? When you make your own money, use them buy your mama house.
Use them free. I swear.
God, I love our people.
I'm
I'm
like
serious.
big
I love our people
vanity.
because I
Now
love our
Nigerians
people
are
because
too funny, man.
I say I love our people because some people will just like take something so serious and coin it to something like, don't worry, when it is your own turn, whatever you want to do,
But make me
like,
enjoy my own vanity
Hey,
first.
big
nah,
man. But this,
like,
but you guys are cooking.
oh,
Can I just add
oh my,
to the following points that you
sorry,
mentioned?
Jerry, Chief, you can go,
Yeah.
please. So sorry.
So just you guys have cooked already. There's actually not much to add. The only other thing is for the Maslow's hierarchy of needs that you mentioned, correct. I had to do a quick Google search because I know the theory, but just to get those actual terms right, and
Yeah.
you hit the nail on the head, right? Because Maslow's hierarchy of needs is as followed from the most important to like not most important, but basically if you are new to this theory, it starts with your basic needs and then it goes all the way to the final needs that you need. So but you have to achieve each one before you kind of crave for the next one. And the first one, like we said in the beginning, is food and shelter. If you never chop, it is hard to find a purpose, bro. Like if you never chop, you don't have anywhere to lay your head. All those other talk nanyans, all those passion talk nanyans,
Yeah.
you guys don't chop. And even when you go back to this social media thing, actually that's a lot of reason why people get into the social media space. They think it's a way that they can quickly make money. They can quickly, if they get some followers and stuff like that, they can convert that into brand deal.
I like this thing.
Yeah.
Or when I say we're still the what do you call it in the introduction,
Yeah.
we already discussed.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
how
don't
it
need
will
to
work.
go back to the second thing.
Exactly.
Chief, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Just please just hold your thought. I need to interject here because I also recently found out something that someone countered this hierarchy of needs, saying
Really?
that the food and shelter is not actually the most important. That the first is human connection. And I was thinking about it, and he said, "Have you?" And he asked a question. He said, "Have you ever been with someone? You're talking with someone. You're so engrossed with someone. You've been hungry before, but you forget. You forget that you're hungry.
Oh
But because
God,
you did
do it for
something-
3 days. Oh God, do it for 3 days. Oh
no,
God,
no,
do it for
no. They are not saying. They're not saying
do
food
it
and
for
shelter
40 days and 40 nights. Leave that
See,
talk, correct.
no, wait, calm down. See, food
I
and
get
shelter
it.
is
I get
important.
it in theory. Yes, I have.
I'm not saying you get it in theory.
But in practice, you get when sometimes me and my babe go just day, we go the gist. Next, the person stomach go do grrr. It's not
No, that's because you get
actually.
babe now. That's because you get babe. Before you get the babe, I like
Even before I still dey chop.
calm
Nothing
down.
like
It's a lie.
I still dey chop, brother. If you never chop, you don't feel the reason too
I
many things.
understand now, but
Even once you don't get the babe will ask you for food.
no, chief, calm down.
See,
But you said
see,
it
I,
too
wait,
that when you
wait,
first came, it was during the COVID season,
Yeah.
and you felt like kind of that connection was not there with
Oh, but
anybody.
you know what carried me through?
Food, Abi.
Food.
we are not. If I'm not exclusive. I'm not excluding food. Food is
Yeah.
one of the
No,
primary.
so
But
wait, sorry, you're making a mistake. Correct. The hierarchy of it doesn't rank them according to importance. It ranks them according to which one comes first, right? So in terms of like so they don't. No one is more important than anyone because without anyone, they are all needs. So without anyone, you cannot really be fulfilled. But now first food you go first chop. Then the next one after that is love and belonging. Like after food is safety because those ones are first of all if you not do you will not even be alive. You can't live without food. That's the thing. You are attached to food biologically. So you will die without food. So those ones have to be satisfied first. It's when those ones have then be satisfied that you then go to the next thing. And you have to go to the next thing because if you have food, you have shelter, and you don't have any love and belonging, you are not going to want to live for very, very long. Let me tell you that. And then after love and belonging is esteem, self-esteem, and then after self-esteem,
you said after food is safety.
after food is safety, like you have to be safe, like.
But how are you safe if you don't have love and belonging first?
So you can argue that they are interlinked, but then again, I don't think Tinubu is loved.
He is. Oh, brother, I swear to you, he is like mad. like
True,
mad.
true,
It wasn't Hitler loved. Hitler was adored. Bruh.
You're right. You're right. That's a good point. That's a good point.
He's loved, though.
That's a good. They
He's
are loved
loved.
by some people.
Yeah,
But
by some people.
when I say loved, I actually mean in the true sense of it. I feel like Hitler was more idolized than loved. Tinubu is more idolized than loved. When I mean love, I mean actual genuine care for a person and actually want to see that person doing good.
I said people will die for these people. You have people that will not idolize, they love them like mad.
Okay,
because of
fair
what they
enough.
have done in their life, because of who they are.
Yeah. Okay, let's agree to disagree. Like, let's say love and safety are linked. Let's even say that, right?
Okay,
But then we then come to self-esteem, which is the point I wanted to talk to, right? So a lot of people actually, like, when they come to social media, they're trying to sort out their needs. But people that already have their needs established, why they actually crave that attention is either if they were not loved at home, they want to chase that love and belonging. They don't see it in their immediate environment. They want to get it. They want to get like that love and belonging. And the next people that have love at home and that are loved at home or that have a loving environment, what they're going for is self-esteem. I want to be chief of Lagos. I want to be Corex. I want to be Rebami. Like I want to be that guy.
I'm nobody.
You're somebody. You're somebody.
Let me give you the word.
I'm not kidding.
Encapsulate that. The word that encapsulates that is influence.
Influence. You want to have influence, exactly.
Yes.
And that's what, in fact, that's why majority of people lie, because majority of people have food, shelter, love.
Some people,
majority of people are here for the influence.
Yeah, some people, they have money.
Yeah, because influence is power, man.
Influence, that's it.
Like, influence is the greatest. I think to me, it is the greatest form of loyal. Like, when I look at Donald Trump, for example, no matter what this guy does, his followers are always behind him, my guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Influence.
Nothing will deter them. Nothing you can say that will make them hate this guy.
Yes.
Follow this guy. Nothing
So
they say like
that is why they put that on a higher level.
In fact, the way people interpret it for you.
That's why the pyramid puts that on a higher level, because it's like a much higher purpose. Like when people see you, that's where people now enter the idolatry stage. Like people now deify you. Celebrities, people that are celebrated. So that's what celebrities mean.
It's like a cult kind
exactly.
of
So that's really what most people are chasing. But the final level, even above that, which is where we all should really be, is that self-actualization, which is where
like Jesus Christ,
which connects with purpose. Jesus Christ, exactly. You're not doing it for people to love you or hate you. You are doing it because this is what you think is the best thing to do.
And it's required of you to do.
And many people never get to that level. But that's the level I'm still chasing. That's the level I think a lot of us are still chasing.
Yeah,
I don't want to speak for both of you.
Yeah.
But that's the level that a lot of people are like really that have achieved that influence, but they are still like, okay, I need a deeper impact. I need something that rocks me to my core.
I want to ask a question. I want to ask a question to the house now. So, do you think that the impact of your sort of current purpose should be do you think that the impact of your current purpose should be a byproduct of the purpose, or it should be it should be the idea, or it should be the main core of the purpose? So let me explain this. So you say, for example, you say I like cooking for people.
Yeah.
So would you say my purpose is to cook for people, or my purpose is I love to cook? Any people that get to benefit from it is a byproduct of the fact that I love cooking. Do you understand?
It could be either or. It could be either or for me.
To me, it is the or, not the either. Because if you're saying your purpose is something, it must be able to spill over and affect the lives of other people as well. You understand what I'm like?
Are you sure?
Okay, for example, look at this. For example, now, King David in the Bible, was just a shepherd boy who got picked out of the wilderness to make him king. You understand?
Yeah.
Now, the one thing that people don't know is that, okay, as God made him that thing, there are some people that were surrounding David that they called the mighty men of David. People that went to war with him. And the reason why that was mentioned is because his own life and the strength he exudes spilled
Mm-hmm.
over into them, that yes, they themselves were ready to go into and that, like even when he was banished, it was overthrown by his son, they were still behind him. This were meant that yes, because of this guy's life and purpose, me myself could make something of myself. You understand what I'm saying? Me myself could be noteworthy of mention in this aspect that yes, so if not for this guy, I would not be this thing. And if not for me, this guy will not achieve as much as he would have achieved. You understand
Diggity,
what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. So are you saying, for example, footballers, are they playing
Okay.
football because they love it or because we want to entertain the fans?
First of all,
I think it depends on the footballer, guys. I think
those that play, no, first of all, those that play because they love it, will surely
Mm-hmm.
entertain the fans. Will surely
That's
impact
so
the,
here's my problem.
will surely impact the life of another young person watching them to want to play
Yes.
football. Now, those that are playing it for money are not playing it to just get rich, buy
no,
cars, take care of their own family.
some people don't like football, but they like the fact that fans love the fact that that they can do it very well. So that's the thing. I think it depends on the. Some people don't like cooking, but they like the joy that cooking brings. So they cook, and they cook to the best of their ability, so that they can see that joy on people's faces. While some people love the process and do not even care whether you like their food or not, but they love the process so much that when people eat it, they get joy. So I think it depends on the personality, but both of them are related in terms of one is a byproduct of the other. If you do something good enough, it would impact someone, and you might like the impact or you might like the process. But either way, the outcome is what is going to be consistent.
But don't you think that if you're chasing the impact more, you won't love the process as much, because what you are after is they like it, Abby. The audience enjoys it. They're enjoying it. So it becomes a burden. But if you love
are
the
you saying which one
process,
is more sustainable? I agree.
yeah,
Like
that's the question.
which one is more sustainable?
Both are sustainable. Both are sustainable now. Both are sustainable.
It depends. It depends. Because why both are not sustainable is because the audience changes. The audience changes their tastes. So that's the truth. So both are not sustainable because one is externalized and one is internal. You falling in love with the process does not change, right? Right? Actually, some could argue. So, for example, like football, football has changed from the way they used to play football back in the day
improved.
to the way they
It
play now.
improved.
But
Yes,
some people might like the old way of doing things to the new way.
Flex.
You get, but at the end of the day, I think it's way harder for the process to change than the people to change. So if we're going to argue which one is more sustainable, I think the process is more sustainable. But in terms of outcome, which ones get? I think is just the strength of the love. I think the strength of the love is what yields outcome. Like if you love people hard enough, you can challenge the best cooks. If you love the process hard enough, then you can challenge the best lover of outcome. So I just think it's about the strength of the love and also about the consistency that you have as a person and discipline. Commitment. That's the word. Commitment that you have on it. So I think that is really what determines the outcome. But in terms of sustainability, it's always good to attach yourself to the process rather than to the outcome because
Thank you so much, guys. So for the final part, because honestly we've covered every single thing, and I'm not even joking.
I'm glad to hear.
Maybe because you guys really read the outline, but we've covered everything. I just want to ask the final question, honestly, and that's So I wanted to know. I think it's a two-part question that I wanted to ask. First of all, how can somebody discover their purpose outside of public approval? That's the first one. And how can somebody know if they are living for applause or authenticity? So that's.
Do you want to go first?
So correct, go first.
We've touched on these things a bit, but this is now more of a direct question.
Yeah, to us, yeah.
We've established the fact that right now we know there are two types of people. There are people who they have the pull, what we call the pull, something draws you, and there are people who have to, pardon my French again, fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
But one thing I would say is, if your purpose, if whatever it is that you want to do is coming from, oh, would they like it? Oh, is this what is working right now? Let me go and do it. Then I don't really think that is your purpose, because I don't believe purpose can be found for you
Mm.
from other people. I believe it has to be something that comes from you. Even in your fucking around and finding out, you will discover that I like this thing, or I can be good at this thing. You would have to
Yeah.
discover and come to that awareness yourself.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I would say anyone who is on the journey of looking for their purpose, while you are trying things, do not put the public approval as the priority, because it would not sustain you. Like Chief of Lagos already said, the public opinion changes like mad. The same people when they talk say, crown him today, and then say crucify him tomorrow. Now Bible talk am o, you understand? So public approval will change, the mood, the interest, the likes of the people. It will tilt, it will change. So if you tailor your purpose along the lines of, oh, this is what is working,
What
this is what
people
people
like, what
like.
people want. Yeah.
You understand? When
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
Yeah.
switch,
Yeah.
you have to either adapt, or you find yourself lost. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
feel like
Thank you.
you need to find what is that thing that is from within you, either
Yeah.
by listening to the pool or fucking around and finding out. That's my own
Yeah.
contribution to that.
Mm.
In terms of how you find your purpose, DG, I think the only place I would slightly disagree with correct, right, is that
Mm.
you shouldn't really discard what people like. You should consider it, right? Because
Mm.
the truth
Mm.
about it, the truth about life, the life that we live in, right, is that um you need people. That's
Of
the
course.
truth. You need people. So, and you need people to, even if it's just a small set of people sometimes, but because we need to be part of a community, and we
Yeah.
also need to be part of, unfortunately, the way capitalism works, people need to pay for your product in order for you to live a life. Do you get, like, to be able
Of
to
course.
get
Of
the things
course.
you want in life? So what I would say is that even though like you should go for what you want and do things that what's the word, that you are attracted to, that you are pulled to, that you have the pull to, and then you try things and then find things that you are pulled to. You should never stop doing that, by the way. You should always, because as we talk about, it's not purpose, it's purposes. It's not purpose,
Purposes.
it's
Yeah.
purposes,
Purpose.
exactly. So you
Mm.
should always continuously find things you like, find things you're attracted to, find things that you do, find things that you gain that oomph from. But on one hand, just so that you can survive in a capitalist world, and so that you can be part of a community, also find those things amongst the things you like, right, that you can provide to people, that you
Mm.
can offer
Mm.
people, that you
Mm.
can use and be part of community, you know.
Mm.
So just consider that extra. Don't just, because some people are like, I know that's not the point you're trying to drive home, correct? So, but I just wanted to make sure that's clarified,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you need to make sure that in everything you are doing, you need to also consider people. And even though
How
their opinions
you
will
see
change,
people.
but
Yeah.
you need to consider, okay, from the point of view of the customer, from the point of view
Mm.
of the audience, from the
Yeah.
point
Yeah.
of view of the community, right? And then sometimes you'll be like, fuck it, this thing I want to do is that, but I will do this one for me. I will do
Mm.
this ones for the people. You understand?
Mm.
So just
Mm.
like some musicians, like, I always like when my musicians experiment, for example, right?
Mm.
Like trying new different sounds or trying new projects and stuff like that. But once in a while, I will say, bros, I beg, give me that my bedu,
Give me
where
that
I
my
know
special
where I know
bedroom.
you for, I beg. Even if I just one,
I swear.
1 year, they do reggae music for me. Give me bedu, jare, you get. So
So
like, you need
in
to kind of balance it. They
mm,
need to be a balance. That's why the Japanese have the concept of ikigai, right? What you love,
mm,
what people want, what people are willing to pay you for.
pay you
You need to be
for
aware of all of those things, right?
mm,
But at the end of the day, you shouldn't really do anything that you are not interested in, unless,
Yeah.
again, unless you're in survival mode. If you're in survival
mm,
mode, do what you have to do. But unless you're in survival mode, once you graduate from that, everything you do should be aligned with who you are as a person, and then you
yeah.
only find these things by trying. Thank you.
Yeah.
My
Thank you
my
so much.
I'm
Thank.
sorry. I want to add something to what you said. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's something in the entertainment industry that some directors use, because sometimes you hear some directors, you hear their films, like you see the films they've done in the past, and you're like, oh my god, this is so good. And then you see another film that they do that is quite commercial and not too arty, and you're like, but this guy, this is not as good as your previous film.
Hmm.
And there's this saying they say, see, I will do one for me and do
I
one for them.
want, yeah, exactly.
That because, like you said, you still have to survive.
Yes.
Your purpose cannot be, oh, I like to make screws, and you just be making screws in your house. For who?
Exactly.
If the screw is useless,
Exactly.
your purpose is not serving anything. It's not even serving
Exactly.
you.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
You're just
Exactly.
having a hard-on creating screws in your house. So it's very, very
They
important
call
that
that a fetish.
my brother, screw fetish. So it's also important that you find out how your purpose can connect with other people's purposes, how you can
Yeah.
connect and how you can collaborate. Because, like you said, it's a community where we are all interdependent, and we are
On each
stronger
other,
together
yes.
when our
Yes.
purposes connect. When it's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you do this, I do this, we can boom come together and make something even bigger. That's
Yeah.
how the biggest things are made, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, connecting purposes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. Honestly, I really appreciate. This has been wonderful. I think I like when conversations are really spontaneous, that we don't have to follow rules and regulations. But it's really nice. That's Abby. It's really nice.
Bro,
Today.
I won't lie to you. I won't lie to you. Sometimes I have conversations with people and I can't wait to just get out of it because I don't feel my brain being stimulated. But
Yeah.
when Chief talks and when you talk, I'm like, oh my god, my brain is just going like, okay, let's go,
I
let's
appreciate
go.
it, bro.
You
I appreciate it.
target,
You too, man. You too. You
bro.
like you opened my
No.
you opened my eye. You hit the nails on the head several times. And Deji, like if you want to do this again with correct, I'm down anytime. So
Me
like
too,
No
maybe
me too,
problem
man.
now.
I am.
maybe we can even have more people. So I don't
No, we
mind at
should.
all.
No,
Yeah.
I think. The thing is, I just like, as this, like you said, the trajectory of this is beyond me. So I really appreciate you guys. Honestly, when I think it really gives me joy when I call you guys out of the blue and you guys just honor me and come. Honestly, some people don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. Honestly, but like for me to say,
No,
"Kai, you
thank
guys,
you, man.
just
Thank
come."
you. You are helping us too, honestly, because these conversations are important. These conversations
Bro.
are needed.
Yes.
I don't know if correct relates to this, but sometimes person could just they think, like you could just they think too much, and you can't really
Yeah, now
we
that's
can't
what I'm
really
saying now.
voice
Like,
it out sometimes. You're like, why does this exist or why is this?
Bro, I
So
swear.
these sessions for me, I'm not gonna lie, Deji, these sessions I've been here a lot and they are therapeutic, right? And
Yeah.
yeah. Actually,
thank
because
thank
me
you
too,
for
I've had
hosting
those
this.
thoughts.
Thank you
So
for being consistent. So
yeah,
just keep up
thank
the
you.
good work
I've had the thoughts too. So like, I think the challenge for me, and I
Mm.
think most times the challenge for me was, who can I combine with this to discuss this stuff?
It's tough. It's tough. It's
Then
tough.
I said, okay, I think this one, I think Chris will be able to handle this, and I know Chief will definitely be able to handle anything I bring his
Deji,
way.
I know. I used to bring guests to my stream. I brought like 10 guests, and I was like, okay, enough. Like it's enough. It is tough. So I'm beyond impressed that you have kept on with it, and yeah,
No,
because working with people is tough.
Yeah, we've kept on with it. Next year, we want to get bigger. Honestly,
Yeah.
The vision, like I told correct at the beginning of this year, the vision is beyond me. Honestly, it's beyond me. Something I envision myself is like, you guys will see, Sha.
Yeah,
That's what I
getting
cannot
pressure with which episode so we can see. So don't worry.
And you can see now.
We can see. Don't worry. Sponsorship soon. All right, man.
The topic again is purpose beyond, the spotlight. Let's be honest. Everything has been fantastic. Spotlight is just intoxicating.
Yeah.
It makes us feel seen, validated, even celebrated. But it's also fleeting. That's what people don't
Yeah.
understand. Without purpose, on the other hand, it is. But purpose, on the other hand, is enduring.
Yeah.
It is it's the quiet voice that keeps you grounded when applause, fades. So
Yeah.
you see some actors that, okay, they are not as popular as they are before, but at least
They kept
they
going.
have sustainability.
Yeah.
They have this, I don't know, like this brand power that, yes, even brand can still look at Olamide. There was like for time Olamide didn't drop song for like 4 to 5
Yeah.
years, and he
Mm.
was rich. He had the biggest platform brands. He
Yeah.
brought in Fireboy. He brought in Ashake.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, my God, and this guy wrote any songs, and
Yeah.
he just got features. So that is what it is for us. You understand? The
Impact.
compass that points you back to what really matters when the world tries to pull you into 100 bits of direction is the
Yeah.
purpose why you are
Mm.
here. So if you are listening today, here's your challenge. Just ask yourself this question: what will I be remembered for when the likes and the comments are gone? When the numbers on your Instagram begins to deplete? When you
Mm.
have reached, you know, the highest numbers you want to reach? The question everybody will ask you: okay, what lives have you touched?
Mm.
What legacy have you built? Who have you helped? Like
Mm.
that's the question most Nigerians have. You have $3 billion. Okay, who did you help with the 3 billion?
Mm. Mm.
Did you just lavish it? Did you just use it to smoke weed
Mm.
or to
Deji,
carry?
you are hitting new points. So I'm going to stop you. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop you because you are hitting new points. Because what we established, I have correct established, is that purpose is from within. What you are
Mm.
touching on now is that your purpose is not enough until you touch impact others.
No,
And
I'm trying to just wrap up and try
okay,
to compass
okay.
everything into one
Because I don't
point.
want you to put me in part of conclusion that I did not conclude. You know, so I'm not gonna nod my head and
Ah,
say,
God.
I agree with that.
No, 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 no.
Ah,
It's
so,
just to wrap up the whole this
but
thing.
fine,
That's just my
fine.
own take.
I'll
Okay,
let you
okay.
wrap it up
That's
there.
my own take. That's
But
my
just
own
for the
take. Let me put it
audience
like
to be
that.
clear, I do not
That's my own
personally.
take.
I don't think that is by force to impact the life of others in the traditional sense. So I believe that, for example, you can achieve what you are doing, and even though you don't give,
You not even asked me to finish. You not allowed me to even finish. So I was coming to that
I'm
your
not
point.
allowing you to finish, unless you clarify it.
Okay.
Unless
The
you
next point I
clarify
wanted to
it.
say, after that
Okay.
one, next point I wanted to say, so living with purpose does not require being on the stage, being on a platform, millions of
Okay.
followers. You know, it requires clarity, it requires courage, it requires commitment to your own goals. It's how you choose to. So I'm not finished. Eh?
Sorry, sorry, sorry. I was, because who
I
can do
like
that
it.
thing?
I like it. It shows that
it, it,
you're a man who says, "Hey, no, let's be clear here. I love it. I
no,
love
now,
it."
yes, now, I'm not
I'm
finished
not one
now.
of them.
It's how you live your life when no one is watching. You know,
Yeah.
that's just the whole aspect of the whole thing. And I really want to thank you guys for coming. Honestly, I really want to thank you guys for coming, for for joining us on this episode.
Yeah.
If today's conversation resonated with you, share to somebody that needs step into this week. Choose purpose because applause fades and meaning endures. So we are all available on social media, on
Yeah.
Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and
Yeah.
Life Talk with Bami. So please follow. I think so far so good. The followers has been okay. We need to increase more and get more people
IG?
to watch
Plug your IG,
and
chief.
feedback.
Plug your IG too.
Yeah, a
I'll
chief
plug
of
my
Lagos, my
IG.
bro. I was gonna ask you for yours. What's yours?
At
Correct.
the the Corex at the Corex.
Correct.
Yeah, THE at the core.
Corex.
Okay,
KOREXX.
okay. I'm chief I'm chief of Lagos on all platforms. Are you? Is it Ajayi Korede?
Yes, that's it.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
The
I'm giving you a
Corex on
follow,
all
man. Chief of
platforms.
Lagos.
Eh,
Okay.
So thank you guys. Bye. See you next week.
Bye, guys.
All right, man.
Bye.